Hello, happy Redlines Day. And first and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy over at Diecast Outcast for including me in this group build. And since it's such a special day for the Hot Wheels Redline, I figured I would restore the most valuable Hot Wheels Redline that I have, which is a custom Charger based off the 1969 Dodge Charger. And fortunately, this one was graciously donated by my good buddy Tony Bellini up in Michigan. And thank you very much, Tony, for that, because I could not afford to buy a second one. The first one I bought was early on into this restoration hobby of mine, which is a couple years ago, before the prices got stupid with the scalpers on eBay. So I have an orange one. You might have seen in previous videos, and you'll see it at the end of this one. But we're gonna restore this one. We're gonna do pretty much a restoration. I don't put the skinny tires on the back of these things. There's got these big fender well openings. We're gonna put the meats underneath, and I want to do it in a color that everybody has a hard time with, and I'm going to do it in antifreeze just because it's that special of a car, and I want to prove that I can do it. So I don't know, I can't tell whether this is an original antifreeze or a gold car. It's kind of on the camera it looks gold, but it kind of does look antifreeze, so that's what we're gonna shoot it at. So stay tuned. Let's take this beautiful baby apart. Okay, and here we are back with our beautiful custom Charger. Man, what a sexy car. Now, I'm going to have to do some repairs to it once I get it taken apart. This had a high-speed incident with the hood where it wasn't fully latched, and it went wham like that. If anybody has ever had that happen, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about, especially on a fox-bodied Mustang. And like I say, this is what we have. So I have to be very, very tedious when I take these apart. Usually these new ones, I just take a big thing and rip into them, but these are a little bit more precise. And I'm trying to do this on camera where you can see it, but there's one. I've been on a Charger roll here lately. But this one will definitely not be the General Lee. It's too valuable. And I can use later castings for that. So I am going to start with a little tiny pilot hole, just to be safe. And one more. These posts are so small that you have to be very careful not to blow these babies out when you get down to the bottom. And like I said, this will be going in my showcase once it's done. Okay. Usually, if I'm lucky, I'll tighten the chuck up a little bit more. The rivet will pop right out. Okay. Man, these older Hot Wheels were just so damn cool. I'm a little bit late in life to own them originally, which is probably good because I would have destroyed them. I was a destructive child. Okay. These being it's a clear window, is a USA version of this. And we are going to go ahead and strip this baby down. We are not even trying to even save these wheels. I never have, because if you screw these puppies up in there where they're pressed in, you're done. Game over. I mean, it can be fixed, but it won't be fixed too correctly. There's always ways to fix it, but why risk it? So these wheels are trashed anyways. Okay, see what we have. This one has an excellent glass. Beautiful glass. Nice interior. And like I say, I got enough meat there to put this baby back together. So just have to be careful. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the stripper and get started. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are back with the custom charger for Redline Day. As you can see, I got the cow panel straightened out pretty good. I didn't want to torque on it too much or hammer on it too much, because the next thing you know, I'll have a big old crack in there, and in this casting you gotta be careful, because I can't get another one. So, but I got it straightened out, and she's ready to go into the zinc plater and repeat until I'm pleased with it. So see the big right there, you can see the big toning mark on the trunk, and toning marks on the front fenders, and the hood's a little bit darker, as they always are. So we're going to straighten this baby right up. Stay tuned. Okay, here we have our custom charger in my zinc plater. When I'm restoring a Redline, I make this standard operating procedure for when I'm redoing one. That way you have a nice, clean zinc surface that you can either polish, or you can just leave it in a net, with some minor steel wool. You'll have a nice uniform surface for your Spectre Flame paint. And even if it's just a little bit of toning, I still do it. It just makes the end product that much nicer. So Mr. T's keeping an eye on this for about maybe 15 minutes. And I've done it once, and this is actually the second coat, just to be safe, because I do like to put it on my wheel. And I'm going to give this one a beautiful, beautiful shine. Make it look better than new. So stay tuned. Okay, and welcome back with our custom charger for Redline Day. As you can see, zinc plating is an essential for me. It makes the cars that much nicer. And as you can see, there is not a single bit of toning on this car whatsoever, and everything is uniform, including the hood. And this one turned out beautiful. Got everything nice and polished up. I just cleaned the bottom up, but I do clean the bumpers and polish them. And we're going to throw down a proper antifreeze paint job that's so cool you're going to poop your pants. So stay tuned. Okay, and we are back with our custom charger, 1969 charger to be exact, with all our little bits and pieces all redone on this beautiful baby. First, we'll start out with this. I actually painted the lower valance to match the car antifreeze, and we painted the grill with the Redline Shop vinyl top magic black, and then we painted the lower valance on this one just so everything would be matched, and then we painted the tail panel correctly with nice matte black from Redline Shop. Then I chromed the tail lights and put some Tamiya clear over them, and we lime awayed the bottom, cleaned it up just with some SOS pads, And brand new set of big and smalls, deep dish. I know they're not period correct, but I don't give a damn. This is going in my collection. These chargers have such a big opening in the rear fender well. They look awesome with the rear fender well filled with these. So, and it will look perfect in my personal collection. We just cleaned the interior, and I had to do I had to sand the front window. If you can see right there, that's all that's left of a dent or a scratch or whatever it is that was in there. There's maybe just a few small scratches left, but I got the majority of them out, and they look perfect. And last but not least, this beautiful, beautiful, perfectly painted body. Z-macking off, I get this damn thing to focus. Son of a bitch, here you go. And she is absolutely flawless in every way. I zinc plated it, zinc plated it, sanded it. I did everything I could to make this body as flawless as I possibly could without taking any of the detail away. And no toning, no nothing. That's just off my fingers. Perfect underneath the hood. Straighten the cowl panel out. So without further ado, let's put her together. Stay tuned. Okay, and we are back. And I just would like to thank my buddy Anthony Bellini from up in Michigan for graciously donating this car for National Redline Day. And without his donations, a lot of my stuff would not get built, or I wouldn't have I do have cool stuff, but he sends a lot of cool stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and show this beauty. And once again, thanks so much, Anthony. Here she is, 1969 Dodge Custom Charger, done in antifreeze. And probably one of the prides of my collection as far as Redline goes. Like I say, she's absolutely flawless, and I don't know if I could actually get it any better, because I just did everything I possibly could. The only thing that was a little bit off was the bearings were a little bit wore, which they always are, and that wheel was sitting crooked a little bit, and they wobble. But you know, they're 41-year-old cars, or 51-year-old cars, and they're going to have play. And like I say, but to pull off antifreeze on a 69 Charger for Redline Day, I'm real freaking happy. And I want to thank Diecast Outcast for having this wonderful build. I didn't know there was a Redline Day, but I do now. And make sure you go around and check out everybody's builds. I'm sure Diecast Outcast will have listings for everybody's builds today for this build. So happy National Redline Day. We'll catch you on the Three Blind Mice this weekend. Have a good one.